despite the lack of attention that it gets in the press coverage, we know that abortions are sometimes necessary to stabilize a woman's condition, right? When a woman's health or life is in danger, that becomes part of the conversation. It should be more of the conversation than it is in our national discourse. Yet it seems like so many states, post-Dobbs, are passing laws that are creating, either unintentionally or sometimes very intentionally, conflicting laws leading to confusion and impossible decisions to make on a moment's notice. And Exhibit A is your testimony, Ms. Zarowski. So first of all, let me thank you for being here. Thank you for your courage and your bravery to share your experience. Some people in the legal world say, well, when there's a conflict between state and federal law, well, there's a process for hashing that out through the courts. That takes a long time. In the meantime, we have women showing up in hospitals and emergency rooms that can't afford to wait, and you described your experience from the medical perspective. Just wondering if you could take a minute to share what kind of mental anguish that experience was like in while you were in the ICU and since then, and if you have a specific message for women living in states that are denied abortion care or access to the care that they need, but live in a state that's clamping down on access and options for them.
Absolutely, and thank you for the opportunity. We've heard a lot today about the mental trauma and the negative, harmful effects on a person's psychological well-being after they have an abortion, supposedly. And I'm curious why that's not relevant for me as well, because I wasn't permitted to have an abortion, and the trauma and the PTSD and the depression that I have dealt with in the 8 months since this happened to me is paralyzing. On top of that, I'm still struggling to have children, and I wanted to address my Senators Cruz and Cornyn, who neither of whom regrettably are in the room right now, but I would like for them to know that what happened to me, I think most people in this room would agree, was horrific. But it's a direct result of the policies that they support. I nearly died on their watch. And furthermore, as a result of what happened to me, I may have been robbed of the opportunity to have children in the future. And it's because of the policies that they support. What happened to me was horrible, but I am one of many. And quite frankly, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I have a husband that could take me to the hospital. I don't have other children that I had to worry about finding health care for. I have a job that was understanding that allowed me to grieve for 3 days as I waited to almost die. What about all of the women that don't have those same opportunities, that don't have access to health care, that don't have health insurance, that don't have a partner? What about them?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.